Welcome back. The superintendent of Prince George's County Schools just completed his first 100 days in the position, and we are happy to welcome back Dr. Sean Joseph to discuss what he's accomplished and what he's still working on. Great to have you, Superintendent.
Great to be here. Thank you.
So first, let's have you walk us through some of the wins that you're especially proud of.
And some of the wins I'm especially proud of, or our team is proud of. Last year we had 4,000 students needing to be immunized by September 30th, and this year we had that number down to 44. We lost $20 million last year, so it's a big deal that we got on top of that this year. Also, we did analyses to look at whether students are growing adequately in reading and mathematics. The answer we found was yes, and we created dashboards and put them on the website so parents can see how the district is doing in academics, how they're doing in their school level, and down to their individual students. So if students aren't growing, we know and we can put plans in place. We also worked on buses. We had lots of complaints for years about our buses, and this year, though we still had a shortage, it was much less than what had been the case in previous years. We implemented a new program called Chipmunk, which was a new way for parents to be able to track, and we got that implemented faster than usual. So now the whole school system is actually using the system. And the great news, our director of transportation won the National Transportation Director of the Year award by a national organization, as a result of the improvements that have been made. So those are three quick wins that I could share.
And I know a number of your schools also improved their star rating. That was a highlight for the school system. But for those schools that did not achieve a increase in their star rating, what's some of the planned targeted interventions to help those classrooms?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we did was that we established a new innovation zone. We have Dr. Latricia Gloucester, who's responsible for our neediest schools who need the greatest support. They also, needed closer supervision, closer resources, and more collaboration in those issues. And so, we're proud that we had at least 111 schools, I believe, with a 3 or higher, and the number of schools grew. But we still know that there's tremendous work to do. And so having closer attention and focus, we believe is going to be key to accelerating work in those schools.
Also key, keeping and maintaining great teachers. What's being done to retain high quality teachers and not just hire new ones?
Yes, that's a big one. We're focusing on organizational culture. I had 20 listen and learning sessions, and we met with over 2,000 teachers and staff members. And one of the big rocks we said we must focus on is organizational culture. People don't run away from hard work, they run away from bad environments. And so, we're thinking through how to better support our teachers in the cultural aspects within schools. And so we're working with our unions to execute plans there.
Okay. And I know this week, Wednesday, you're inviting parents to participate in a telephone town hall about the fiscal year 2027 budget. How does that budget directly improve student learning outcomes, especially for historically disadvantaged groups?
Yeah, so we recognize this is going to be a tough budget year, and we're already looking not only to get through this year, but as we plan for next year, we're looking at about $100 million in cuts we may need to make. But we know no district will cut itself into excellence. We have to use the $3 billion budget that we have and reprioritize funds. So the conversations are really about thinking through priorities. We know we have to continue to focus on compensation. We have to focus on special education. We've got to focus on STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, because I just believe this could be a place where, we see exemplary STEAM programs. And we've got to look at how we use AI, not only as the adults in the school system, but how are we helping students maximize that power? And so, as we're moving into the new year, thinking about the cuts we need to make, we have to think about the accelerants, because in Prince George's County, we know kids are growing, but we have to accelerate growth. So we need accelerants to do that. And these conversations will help us think through our strategy.
You mentioned a big number there, 100 million in cuts. Give us some perspective. Is that the most significant cut you've, well, I know you're new to the system, but historically the system has faced?
No, I mean you look around. I mean other counties. Baltimore County had to cut 100 million last year. I'm sure Montgomery's the same way. I mean when you're in large, complex districts, with multi-billion-dollar budgets, it's a large cut, and it will impact multiple facets of the organization. Right now, we're looking through how we best do that. We'll get through it, but it will be significant until it's the work ahead.
All right. Hundreds of more days ahead for you, so not much time to celebrate, but we thank you for joining us this afternoon to highlight some of the progress thus far.
Thank you. Thank you. Our best days are ahead of us.
Superintendent Joseph, thank you for your time today.